White privilege. You may not be aware if you have it, but you sure as hell know if you don't. White privilege refers to the benefits white people get from society that people of color don't. It's walking into a store and not being followed on the suspicion you might steal. It's wearing baggy pants and a backwards hat and not being labeled a gangsta. And it's not being harassed by the cops. But what does it mean to you?
Alright, let's get into it, family. Black privileges and white privileges. You gotta understand. Yes, it's black privileges. Yes, you have white privileges. America was built on this shit. Like, for real, America was built on white privileges. That's what it is. But you gotta understand that it's all bullshit. It's all kind of based on demographics. Look, check it out. If you black in a predominantly black city or state, then you're gonna have access to certain things that other people can't get. Same thing as the white people. If you white and you in a predominantly white city or state, then you might have access to a lot of other stuff that other people can't get. You feel me? It's all bullshit, man. It's like it ain't where you from, it's where you at. Wherever you at, man. And that's what it is. But let's get into some of these privileges. One of the privileges I think white people have is in the justice system. In the justice system, you can get a white man and a black man, same case, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a totally different outcome. The numbers is going to be way different. That's white privilege. You can't cut that no other way. That's white privilege. Okay, but you can say a black privilege is y'all have affirmative action or something like that. Okay, affirmative action is not really a black privilege. Affirmative action, look, the government shouldn't have to step in and say, hey, y'all got to let blacks and Latinos go to certain schools. Or, hey, y'all got to let them get certain jobs. That's not a privilege. Because you got to understand, that's just certain people getting treated differently. Because you got to understand, if everybody was treated the same, we wouldn't have to have affirmative action anyway. Okay, now it is some powerful white people, you feel me, that got in that position because of their grandparents, their parents, friend of the family or something like that. So do black people, you feel me? So do Latinos, and so do Asians and everybody else. But the problem is, it's more whites in power, you feel me? And that kind of hurts certain people. So when it's more whites in power, you feel me, and the power came from our ancestors, then that's a big problem. But do that stop you from doing anything you have to do? No. Some people assume when you see a white person that's well off, that's automatically white privilege. Not in all cases, bro. You feel me? In some cases, they just work their motherfucking asses off to get what they got. It's just like if a white man see a black man, you feel me? That's well off, I mean, and he wearing a fitted hat, you feel me? You might think, the white man might think that he got there by rapping or selling drugs or something because he got his fitted hat on, right? No, he might be a fucking doctor or a lawyer or something like that. But you gotta understand, he liked the Lakers. So, I'm wearing my fitted hat. You feel me? It's just stereotyping, bro. See, look, I think it's easier to blame somebody for your shortcomings, you feel me, than to get your ass off your shoulders and actually go make something happen. You feel me? Because the thing is, if it was such thing as like a privileged thing to where it was holding us back, then what happened when the Nigerians come over here? The Nigerians come over here, study their ass off, become doctors, lawyers, and all that, and then bring their other people over here to do the same damn thing, and they just as black as us. Okay, look, you can say, well, y'all got Black History Month. Y'all got a whole month just for Black History. That's cool. I'm not saying that's not cool, but you gotta understand, I think black people should teach black history 365 days a year. So just trying to put it in February, yeah, you could X that. Then you could try to say, well, y'all have BET. Y'all have a black channel. No, we don't. That's not owned by us. That's owned by white people. That's not a black channel. That's owned by white people. So, okay, you could also say, well, y'all can say the N-word. We can't even say the N-word even if it's in a rap song. We can't say the N-word. Yeah, we can say the N-word, but is it something to be proud of? You feel me? Like, think about it. Is it something to be proud of? You got to understand where the word come from. And we all know where the word derived from. So when you know where the word derived from, it's very disrespectful, right? So it's not a privilege for somebody to be disrespecting you all day, basically. That is not a privilege for somebody to be disrespecting you all day. Now the way I feel, it is a privilege to be black. It is a privilege. You feel me? Because if you know where you come from, if you know everything that we done been through, if you know everything that we invented, you know how strong we are, it is a privilege to be black. And that's just the way I feel. Okay, look. One privilege I know we do have is like some type of crazy, like, freedom of speech. You feel me? Like, black people can say stuff that white people can't. Truth be told, black people can say shit that white people can't. I was looking at YouTube. I'm looking at these brothers tell these white people, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill your kids, you ain't shit, and yada yada yada, right? Right? All these white people around, right? Nobody did nothing. Seriously, nobody did nothing. Now let a white person be all in a black man's face saying, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill your kids, and all that. Not even saying what the brother gonna do, and you got all these black people around, the white man probably wind up in the hospital. Just might. You feel me? So that's kind of like a freedom of speech that we do. We got a crazy like freedom of speech thing going, but at the same time, that's easily argued because white people been doing that shit for 400 years. That's why we got racism and all this other shit, and slavery and all this other shit. So, well, that's easily argued because white people been doing this shit for about 400 years. But it all comes back to what I'm saying. It was built on, America was built on white privilege. But it's all bullshit. It's demographics. It's where you at, man. You feel me? Like I said in the first beginning, if you black and you in a predominantly black city or state, you gonna get certain shit that other people ain't. That's just what it is, man. You feel me? I'm up out of here. Peace out.
We're just gonna intellectually denigrate and scold you for the abuse of your white privilege.
What's white privilege?